Hey fellas, this is VoiceTale main version 1. This is the first full release of VoiceTale. Um, there have been lots of improvements and a lot of bug fixes and so forth as opposed to test version 1. This is VoiceTale Academy 2, but I like to think of it more as 1.5. This will go over basics of pretty much everything, so if you didn't watch VoiceTale Academy 1, that's okay. Okay, you can get this drive link from the folder, not the folder, the description. And this will just to let you download it. Click this and then download. And then now it's going to download. And while we're waiting for that, I might as well explain what VoiceTale is. VoiceTale is a program inspired by VoiceAttack. What it does is it allows extremely easy voice command creation, and extremely easy voice command execution. This means that I could create a command called kill me, and then I can make that command run clear kill eldertoad, and then that would just work. It's really simple, and once you get the hang of it, which would take like about 5 minutes, it's honestly really convenient. You can't do too much advanced stuff. You can do some really cool stuff though, by using the repeat command, which Jack_Smarty9 showed me, which is sick. I never used a repeat command before, so I'm mostly new to all that. Additionally, in the future, it's going to have more modules like trade ATM, trade post, and teleportation. But as it stands, it has voice command creation, voice command execution, and manual command sending. And manual command sending is what you think it is. It just lets you send commands from the program. And let's just, I'll come back when this is downloaded. All right, it's done recording. It's not not recording. It's done downloading now, and we can open this folder. Let's search for the .exe, which is all the way down here. And you'll notice that you need to extract all the files. Just highlight all the files and folders inside of here. Extract all. And I like to keep this checked. It's just way more convenient for me. You don't have to. Okay, just wait for this. All of the files are now extracted and we can run the program. Windows is going to think that this is a virus. You can just ignore this message. It doesn't like programs by third-party anybody. It takes a second to boot up because it's loading over 5,000 names. VoiceTale is an interactive township tale tool similar to VoiceAttack. Please enter what we should call you or say my name is name to get started. As I said, this has over 5,000 names. Let me just close that. But it might not have your name if it's a bit obscure or just not as popular. So popular names like Derek or Emily or what have you are going to be in here. So if I said, my name is Derek, my name is Emily, well, it didn't get it all the way, but it's still cool. Or you can just go through here. I want it to be called Eldertoad. Now we're going to log into our Township Tale account. We asked this question so we can send commands to servers. This data is only stored on your computer. You have no access to this information, and feel free to look through the source code. This project is completely open source, and I invite any developer who wants to come make forks, but I wouldn't recommend looking at my code. If my name was Billy Bob, and my password was password, whoops. it's going to say that my credentials are wrong. But let me put my actual credentials. Remember, you're logging into your Township Tale account. We do not have a formal login system. Successfully logged in as ElderToad. This window will now close. Please reopen the exe file to get started. It has closed, and we can reopen the exe. Here we are in the menu. And while you're at it, might as well pin the taskbar. There's a lot to unpack here. Let's go over the side panel. First off, info. Hello, ElderToad. If your name was Derek or Emily or what have you, it would be hello, Derek or Emily or what have you. Welcome to the wonderful menu of VoiceTale. This is the space where you can gain access to all sorts of things, such as command creation, execution, and much more. This is version M1, which stands for main 1. If this was a test version, it would be T1, which is what I covered in the last VoiceTale Academy. This is the Discord button. I highly recommend you join our Discord. It'll invite you there. Nope, not OBS. Okay. Oops. This is the YouTube button. This gives a link to the YouTube account, my YouTube account. That's GitHub. That's source code. And then settings. Let me explain the settings. There are 4 options: server ID, confidence, beep on speech, and text to speech on speech. Server ID. This is the server ID you will run this program on. If your server ID was 1234, it would run commands on the server 1234. If my server ID was 401444, it would run 401444. Confidence. This is your speech recognition confidence. Confidence is how confident the speech recognition engine is whenever it recognizes your commands. If it had a confidence of 0.93 and your confidence was set at 0.94, it would not run your command. Anything above 1, I do not recommend you add because that just makes it impossible for it to recognize commands. 0.94 is the basis. I found it to work the best. Beep on speech. This, every time your command is recognized, it'll beep. So if I said kill me and I had a command called kill me that killed me, it would beep if the command was successful. Text to speech on speech. This just says text to speech with your command name. So if I ran kill me with TTS on speech, it would say kill me, or however the text to speech would say it. I like to keep it on beep on speech, but you can also have it on TTS or just TTS or whatever. And then that's just all that. Let's get our server ID. To get our server ID, we can go to tavern.townshiptale.com. Go to servers. If you're not logged in, it will prompt you to log in. Go to your server. Copy the ending. Servers. And then let's paste that in there. I'm going to keep confidence to 0.94 because that's what works best for me. If it doesn't work very well for you, you can change it at any time. Save our changes. And now we are. Before we go into command execution, let's go into command creation. Info. Welcome to the command creation area. This area is made for creating custom voice commands. This is an early version of what it will be. Click the file icon to open the text file containing your commands for easy command sharing between your friends. You can also edit your commands or delete your commands through this file. There is not native editing and deletion yet, but it will be added in a future update. This is main version 1. This is the first main version, so it's still in early development. Command name. This is the command, or this is what you'll speak to execute this command. I want voicetail kill me. This will run player kill elder toe. Now we could just leave it like this, but I want more. So I'm going to add a comma. This comma signifies that I want to run multiple commands. You can run as many commands as you want, but don't break it. Like, try not to run like 50 commands. 10 or less is all you need, really. So after I kill myself, I'll go player message, your name, dead. 3. And then I will, okay, yeah, let's just do that. Player message, elder toad, dead 3. Save our command. Command voicetail kill me created successfully. Let's create a new command. Make it day. Time set 9. And that creates our command. Now we don't have to create commands this way. We can open this. I made this text editor. I thought it was pretty, so hopefully you find it pretty too. Let's maximize that. We can create commands through here. You'll see voicetail kill me, which is that. This is also how you edit your commands. So if I didn't want this to be time set 9, I could set that to time set 10. All right, let's do this. I don't recommend making commands this, by the way. I just don't. It's not great. Make it night. Parentheses, your commands. Time set. I think, yeah, just do time set night. Then we can close that. And close our command creation as well. Send manual command. I'm going to get into the command execution in just 1 second. Send command is pretty self-explanatory. If you know how to send commands through Tavern, this is just an easier way to do that, so you don't have to go all the way back in Tavern. You'll see that this is the server you're connected to. If your server ID is offline or what have you, you'll just not be able to send commands. If I wanted a send command time set 9, I could do that. You have 2 options, show command JSON and clear command on send. Show command JSON is like the command result. So if your command like player list, it'll give you a JSON full of players. I want to keep that. Clear command on send, that just clears your command after you send it, which is pretty useful if you're sending different commands. So player list, send command. Since I have show command JSON on, I can see that Zote is online, and yeah, if I had that off, not much would happen. So that's good for commands like playlist or playlist detailed and so forth. Okay, command execution. This is the big boy, but it's really easy. This is the coolest part. You'll see connected server 430116864. If your server ID was 1234, I would show that. Info. Welcome to the command executor. This is the place where you can execute your own voice commands. To use commands, configure your server ID in the settings in the main menu. We already did that, so we don't need to do that. We'll see our command list, voicetail kill me, make it day, good night. Whoops, it's already executing. Well, yeah, so your speaker commands like make it night, make it night, make it day, voicetail kill me. And you can also view your commands through here as well. But remember, be careful when you're making commands through here, because you can fuck up, and it's just that simple. I did. That's going to not be a fun time if you did that. Because it reads through parentheses. In the future, I'm going to add variable support. That'll likely come within the next few updates. We can close this. And yeah, that's just basic VoiceTale. This is this is main version 1. It's been a while. Not really, actually. As you can see, the GUI is so much prettier than the last version. And it can all be expanded, unlike the what it was. Alright, yeah. That's basic VoiceTale. Depending on what version you have, it'll look different, but it should all be similar. So if you're on version main 12, I don't think it's ever going to get 12 updates, but you never know. If you're on version main 12, you might find a lot more than just this. And remember to join our Discord for help and what have you. That's about it. See ya.